We're only a few hours away from the close of the ASWSU election.
Plus, is Cougar Country gone for good? Rumors are turning into facts this week. It doesn't look good. And how a statewide ban on plastic bags would affect us. Murrow News 8 starts right now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Justin Spinney.
And I'm Zach Anders. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
The ASWSU presidential election ends at 7 p.m. We're currently having technical difficulties getting to Ryan Peerboom at the Cub, but he did manage to get some interviews with people running the election earlier today.
Actually, we've already exceeded what we were expecting. We hit 20% was our initial. As of about 30 minutes ago, we hit 25%. Now we've adjusted our goal to 30% of all students here. So if we can reach that, it'll be good.
If you have any concerns or problems or complaints with the school, this is your first step to really make a change and make a difference.
All people from different organizations and clubs and parts of the school vote to make sure that it's the best for all students.
You can vote online or at the Cub until 7 p.m. tonight. Polls for the GPSA election open on Monday and run until 5 p.m. on Friday. There are 21 empty seats. Graduate and professional students can vote online to pick their representatives for all the colleges at WSU.
Cougar Country can be yours for just $2 million. A real estate listing appears to confirm last month's revelation that it would be shutting down. Employees said they hadn't been getting paid. Cougar Country's owner Rhonda Whitt-Miller claimed they had been struggling, but that it wouldn't be shut down permanently. This latest revelation appears to be the end of a nearly 50-year history of the beloved burgers and fries, which is very disappointing to hear that that's going to be the end of Cougar Country, it seems. A bill to ban plastic bags has passed the state Senate and will move to the House. The bill would implement a complete ban on plastic bags starting in 2020 and impose an 8-cent charge on each paper bag used at grocery stores and other stores.
The measles outbreak in Clark County jumps to 70 confirmed cases. 61 people found with the virus are unvaccinated, while 2 have received 1 dose of the measles vaccine. All but 1 person with the measles in Washington State reside in Clark County. A Seattle area man who recently visited the Southwest Washington also has the virus. Mostly children have fallen ill to measles. Only 4 adults are part of this outbreak.
An American man has been cured of HIV. A stem cell treatment showed early success, and the second case of curing a person with HIV happened in London after a stem cell transplant this week. The treatment showed early success as an American man underwent the transplant in Germany some 12 years ago, and he remains free of the virus today. This most recent success proves the stem cell treatment is not a fluke, although it is dangerous and has failed in many other patients who have tried it. Medical professionals believe it to be impractical in curing the millions who have already progressed from HIV to AIDS, however.
This week, I was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Now, normally, the prognosis for this is not very encouraging, but I'm going to fight this.
A sad story now as longtime host of the trivia show Jeopardy, Alex Trebek, revealed on Twitter that he has been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. In a video he released on Twitter, Trebek said, quote, "I'm going to fight this. I plan to beat the low survival rate statistics for this disease." Trebek is 78 years old and plans to keep working on the show despite this news. In classic Alex Trebek fashion, he mentioned that he needs to beat cancer because he still has 3 years left on his contract. I think I speak for many people when I say, we'll take beating cancer for 1,000. A 4-time felon sits behind bars in Spokane accused of unlawfully possessing a firearm. Spokane police pulled 31-year-old Miroslava Veselnovic over for a broken license plate lamp and obstructed license plate when they noticed a gun in the passenger seat. While looking at Veselnovic's record, police saw that he had been convicted of 4 felonies between 2013 and 2019, including robbery, riot with a deadly weapon, and possession of a controlled substance. This provided cause for search on weapons, which revealed an unloaded pistol and magazine for a different firearm in Veselnovic's possession. A warrant led to the second search of the vehicle, in which another gun was recovered, as well as methamphetamine. This led to an additional charge of unlawfully possessing a firearm and possession of a controlled substance. When we come back, why Cougar Athletics is struggling to reduce their budget deficit.
Plus, WSU Baseball will host their first home series.
And the women's basketball team prepares for the Pac-12 tournament tomorrow, when Murrow News 8 continues.
So good to see you guys.
So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to the show. We have Brady Frederick joining us here at the desk for your sports update.
Brady, can you tell us about the Cougar Athletics missing their budget target for next year?
Yes, Zach. With no naming rights deal in place for Martin Stadium, Cougar Athletics is unlikely to reduce its budget deficit by their desired amount. WSU planned to earn $1 million selling the naming rights to Martin Stadium. They plan to reduce their budget by $2 million this fiscal year. Now, they are projected to be off by $1.2 million. The Board of Regents vote on next year's budget in June. The report to Regents states that WSU is still committed to selling the naming rights to Martin Stadium. WSU men's basketball lost to Cal 76-69 on Saturday. The Golden Bears started strong, ending the first half with a 12-point lead. C.J. Ellaby scored 20 points, and Robert Franks Jr. added 18 for WSU, but it was not enough for the Cougs to recover. The Cougs hope to bounce back tonight when they host the Oregon Ducks at Beasley Coliseum at 8. The women's basketball team also fell to Cal 80-58. Tomorrow they travel to Las Vegas for a rematch to Cal in the first round of the Pac-12 tournament. This weekend, WSU baseball traveled to Reno, where they beat Nevada in the series 2-1. On Friday, WSU hosts Cal State Northridge at Bailey Brayton Field in the Cougars' home opener. After the break, Pullman beats the coldest temperature ever recorded in March, and why the city is considering a slower speed limit on Main Street. When Murrow News 8 continues.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Speaking of clearing snow, I had a chance to, sorry, that little ahead on the script there. Taking a look at weather, though, the weather this week has been pretty rough. It's been pretty cold, too. Looking at today's high was 40. It warmed up, so we got some rain, and then that moved to snow. But tonight we could be getting up to an inch, trace amounts of snow around the Palouse, but probably an inch or so as the temps dip back down again. That rain turns to snow. Taking a look at tomorrow, It's going to, again, be a little cooler. We shouldn't get any cold, not a lot of moisture in the system right now, so that will move through. As we take a look at the 5-day, it is getting a little bit better, but not by much. You see across the state here, over in Olympia and Seattle, they're going to see snow again, potentially. We're not entirely sure if that's going to be true, but it looks like right now that side of the state could be seeing some more snowfall as we are going to be transitioning to rain and more cloudy weather. And even over in Seattle and Olympia today, they were drier than anywhere else in the country. The humidity was so low, it was lower than in the desert down in Palm Springs. So Seattle, not really good for those with, a dry skin, as it's been very dry, very cold over there. Taking a look at the 5-day forecast, real socked in for the rest of the week. We're going to be cloudy and gray, and temperatures are going to again dip down into the teens. It could get pretty cold overnight, and then on Monday we could be starting to see the sun again. That's your look at weather. Going back to the desk with Justin Spinney.
Thank you very much, Zach. Pullman continues its record-breaking winter with a new distinction, the coldest March temperature ever recorded. This week, Pullman easily defeated the previous low temperature recorded of 8 degrees set in 1976 with a reading of -9. Yes, 9 below zero. The National Weather Service in Spokane says it could have felt even colder in some parts of the town with the wind chill.
Stay with us for which two artists will headline the 2019 Spring Fest coming up in April. And
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
welcome back. The Student Entertainment Board has released the headliners for Spring Fest today, and oh boy, T-Pain and 303 will perform this April 19th at 6 p.m. in Beasley Coliseum. Seb expects tickets to go on sale after spring break. Sounds like it's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Springfest this year. Really diverse lineup we got going on there.
If you were to tell me that it was going to be T-Pain and 303 and they were going to go back to back,
I think they're going to work well together, though.
It's definitely bizarre.
You think they might, like do like a, what would you call it, like a
collab?
Yeah,
like,
maybe
maybe some features on each other's songs.
There you go.
Have T-Pain drop a verse.
Honest to
That
God,
would be wild.
I don't think that that's appropriate. I think that that would be an affront to the music industry.
Wow. My good buddy Fatty Daddy is opening for Springfest. Pretty exciting there.
So Beasley Coliseum, it should be pretty, I mean, April 19th, we should be warmed up by then. Isn't Springfest usually outside?
Yeah, I believe so. It's I think they closed the street off for it.
So moving it inside this year is going to be different. Is that maybe you think to accommodate more people?
I think probably better sound design too.
Yeah. I bet T-Pain and his people were like, no, listen, we're gonna.
We gotta be in Beasley.
Yeah.
He's got a one-of-a-kind voice. You can't let anything get in the way of that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for watching tonight. Be sure to watch our live newscasts at nwpb.org/MNA and on Cable 8 at 7 and 10.
Plus, don't forget to follow us on Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter.
Have a good night, Pullman.